Talking brain, enlightened minds, seeking out truths, seeing the world with the mind of those who see beyond the three-dimensionally. So, talking brain, ask the right questions, uncovers the blinds.
Hey. Welcome everyone to
Soul's Talking Brain on Being Love TV.
We are on location today. This is Aline Ohanessian and I am Ronnie Lipstein, and we are blessed to be broadcasting our first or second?
This is our second. It's our second
on
show
location.
Second show of a year and a half quiet down.
Oh, second show of our autumn 2014 season. Yes,
that's right.
Did we not broadcast once on location? I think at my sister's.
That was I think that was a different one, and that was not this season.
No, I know.
I'm not sure.
I'm saying this is like our second time broadcasting on location ever. And the reason, the impetus, the inspiration to be broadcasting on location is actually the subject of today's show, which is
Bing. Why fostering authentic community is life's medicinal elixir.
So, in other words, why taking the time to truly create a community that is connected, a community that is truly a community, is healthy for us, both in our individual lives as well as the collective lives of the entire community. The community member just walked in right now. Say hi.
Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Head spearing. This is Sam. And this is in his home that we are broadcasting live today. And say hello, Sam, to everybody.
It's a pleasure to have you both here today.
Thank you.
Bi-weekly potlucks, nothing like getting community together to heal the soul a little bit.
There you go.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
It is us that we're grateful.
So actually, Sam just mentioned something. Mm-hmm. You were going to say something?
No, go right ahead. Yes, the community. He did mention the community to get together.
Yes, well, Sam and Violet, whose beautiful home that we are broadcasting live on location from.
On location.
We just a little excited. Can you tell? So they host bi-monthly potlucks in their home, in which they have a small group of members of our community that get together so that we can commune with one another, play, get down and deep and dirty and light and loving, and just really be able to feed one another, not just the wonderful foods that we all prepare to share with each other, but to feed the soul, to feed the mind, the heart, and to allow for that feeling of loneliness and separation to dissipate within not just the acknowledged awareness that you are part of something bigger, but the actual physical experience.
Well, that's interesting that you say that, with respect to like the feeling of not, the I'm just going to fix your hair. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You like that better.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Better.
It's the community is being a part of a belongings. You know, most people have a family, they have relationships, they have friends. You know, it's just being together. It's just you have a community, then you are feeling like you are fulfilling different aspects of your beingness. You know, when you've got more people that you're sharing your just yourself, your skills, your art, your creativity, your knowledge, what you've learned, your experiences, everything that you share. So you just brought into saying that, you know, community being that you're not alone.
Right.
So not being alone, because a lot of people have different communities, they have families, but they are not necessarily, they're still feeling alone. So it's...
And people can also feel alone in a community as well, which is why I had indicated that it's like, for example, where we live, right? People would say that that's a community. It's the annex community.
Well,
but you're not necessarily feeling like you're a member of that community, right? You need to be able to participate.
The belonging.
To be actively involved. Community, you know, it's... There are so many definitions of any one word. When we're talking about community here, and the reason that we chose the word authentic community is it's not just a name dropping that we're talking about. We're talking about actually investing oneself, investing one's time and energy, and as you were saying, sharing your talents, sharing your wisdom, sharing your light, sharing your love, sharing your heartache.
But on a deeper level, I think it's on a deeper level when we're saying authentic is that you're not just getting together. It's not just a getting together. You are actually for example, right now we are here at Violet and Sam's home, where every few weeks or every monthly, whatever, they do a potluck, for example. And so how do we come in and just together that we share is that we share our food. So people bring in food, people share in their, somebody has done a performance, let's say, they come and share the performance, somebody's partaking in something, they've written something, they've done something for work or a project. So there's more of a sharing of the experiences that is happening as opposed
active
to
participation.
Yes.
So it's not just a name like I'm part of this community. You're actually allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to share who you are, to share parts of you, to get involved, to participate. The only way that a community can be an authentic community is that the people who are involved are being themselves authentic.
So then that's exactly it. Well, the thing is to be completely authentic in a community and to share is to feel safe.
Correct.
So by the means of having to feel safe, you know, and to be trustworthy, and then how do you establish the community that we ourselves have found that we are blessed to be a part of, that we feel safe enough to be able to share, that you are trusting in the hands of not in the hands, more like in the
I'm just going to help her get the word out.
Just to be trusting with yourself. So being authentic is that you are also learning, you are growing, you are not just sharing, you are also taking what it is that you are sharing, you are putting it into use, and you are also putting it into your everyday use. So
so you're taking what you get from community, you mean, and bringing it into your
everyday life.
when you're not there. So
well,
that brings us to like the next thing that I wanted to discuss, which is with respect to the medicinal elixir or the healing that is provided in community. Right now we're at a potluck, as Aline had mentioned, but that's not the only way the community gets together. And it doesn't have to be the entire breadth of a community. For example, there are communities that are hundreds of people, there are communities that are thousands, some that are millions. But to be able to know that you have somewhere where you can meet up with members of your community, which could be your family as well. We're not saying that you need to go and find complete strangers with whom to create this community feeling that we're speaking of. But it's to know that there is somewhere that you can go, where you can touch base with people with whom you feel that comfort level, with whom you feel the safety to leave your home when you're feeling like crawling under your covers and not leaving your bed, and know that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you come out and you're in your pajamas and you look like yesterday's newspaper, that you will be loved and accepted and embraced, and you will walk away feeling like making your bed
Mm-hmm.
and getting ready for the next day. And that's a gift that community brings, just by allowing oneself the opportunity to participate in community. So there's a very huge healing aspect that comes with community.
Mm-hmm.
Would you not agree?
Huge. Well, it's
Excuse me.
the healing aspect is exactly what and why we have been inspired to do our show today on, is the healing aspect. Because you are an individual, and your experiences and what you share, and it allows you, the experiences, it allows you to be who you are and shapes you in life. But the medicine and the healing is that we've all gone through things in our lives and experienced, and certain things have, like, created, negative experiences, and therefore have created certain negative setbacks for ourselves because of our experiences. That's just life. So through the community, through sharing, allows for the healing of those negative aspects and the experiences, to sort of transform into positive experiences.
It gives the mind the space, the breath that is required in order to be able to detach long enough from the onslaught of negativity that one may be experiencing in their own personal individual lives outside of the community, to actually entertain or consider positive thoughts, to actually see all of the gifts that one has in their life. Because when you are going from this place, for example, if you had a really horrible day or you're having a difficult time and you're feeling alone and you're feeling isolated, the moment that you are surrounded by community, true, authentic community, you see that you aren't alone. And so there's this breath, there's this space that allows you to know, okay, I can make it through. I can do this. I can face another day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost instantaneous when you leave the home and you go to a community event. And again, it could be a small little thing like this potluck that we're at, or a big, massive festival. But your friends are there, your community is there, and there's an automatic feeling of belonging and support. Mm. And that allows for a healing to occur within the individual, where, again, they are allowing themselves in the mind to create the space required to actually be able to disengage from the onslaught of the negative thoughts, to actually open up to the potential that there's actual positive things to be looking at.
Well, because it allows the individual to feel like there is a purpose for them. There's a purpose. There's a reason. There's something that you are doing, that you or for me, that I feel like I'm doing, that is actually partaking and changing and even affecting other people in a positive way. So then automatically you feel not only just a belonging, you feel like you feel your own purpose within the community.
Right.
Because each person and each individual that we all come together is all different, different shapes and sizes and colors, and each comes with their own experience, with their own gift, with their own energy, with their own uniqueness, and has a touch in something, and adds and expands into the collective of everybody. So then yes, you feel alive. You feel alive. At least I know I feel alive. I feel alive in the community that we have, and I am very grateful to have a community. And it's the same thing as a family. It's exactly the same thing as family. It's
I love
actually
when she reads my
it
mind.
is exactly
It's so
like
great.
family.
And it is, again, when we're saying community, I do want to make a point that it doesn't have to be hundreds. It doesn't even have to be 30, 40, 50. It really could be your nuclear family. If you guys are a unit that is supporting one another. Today we happen to be talking about community because there is greater strength in numbers. And so the family unit, which you might come from an extraordinarily supportive one, is that much more empowered when that family unit becomes a part of another family unit, becomes part of another family unit, until that which we would term community.
Which in turn becomes a global unity. So at the end, which is when you are connecting and you're connecting, you know, there was a whole saying, what was it to say? The saying is, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village for us to exist.
Indeed. Absolutely. We are an interdependent species. So actually we're an interdependent existence.
Yes, exactly.
You know, we as human beings rely upon the animal, mineral, vegetable kingdoms in order to be able to exist. So, and as do they us. So we are very much an interdependent existence. So definitely being able to expand
with a purpose.
And that purpose would be?
The purpose would be...
Oh, Swami.
Just global unity. Global unity. Global unity is just that. Is that, you know, it's not just that we start with your nuclear family, your blood family. There's also family that we were just talking about. You expand with friends, and then you create a community, and therefore that expands and keep expanding, and more and more and more. Eventually, the entire world is our family.
Which, I mean, we actually are, but it is that to which Aline is speaking is to be in conscious awareness, and not just in conscious awareness, but in conscious action. In other words, if you meet somebody that you've never met before, to treat them as you would, as though you were meeting a distant cousin that you've never met before, as opposed to a stranger that, you know, you have to all be careful because I don't know who you are and what you're going to do. The consciousness is shifted when we are able to see the reality that we are actually all one global united family.
Well, it's at the end of the day, that is, or at least to be able to treat each other as people, as family, the same way as you would treat family. Is the same thing. When you treat people that you don't know, even as a member of a community, as a member of family.
That's what I just said.
You did say that.
Thank you. So shall we take a very brief little break?
We can take a little break
momentarily.
Momentarily.
We shall be back in just a few. For those of you who are here with us and watching, before we go, I would like to draw your attention to the chat and social stream to
share
to your left.
Actually, no, it's on different places for wherever you're watching from. So just wherever you are on the page, you should see, whether it's underneath the video or next to the video, a social stream, a chat. It's a social, chat, and videos tabs, and you can just click on each of them, and you will be able to communicate with us. And as well as share elsewhere. So, for example, if you have if you're on Facebook, or if you got Twitter, if you just click from the social stream, you'll be able to share on your own Twitter account and on your own Facebook account as well, and share with us at the same time. So you will be interacting,
and that would be really wonderful if you guys could write what your thoughts are regarding community, your experiences with community, and why community is important to you. We would love to hear from you. So we'll be back in just a few, and look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back.
Share the love.
And share. Yes, please share. Share, share, share. So many ways to share. Share the love. As you can see on the video, there is embed codes, there's sharing codes, and there's links that you can share on your website. You can share it on social networks. You can send it by email. You can share it by multitude of ways. And we would be very honored and very pleased if you do so. And that's called sharing the love. Share, share, share. Share the show with everyone you know.
Thank you very much for sharing the love. We appreciate it. So, back to the show. Why fostering authentic community is life's medicinal elixir. So, we spoke a little bit about what we mean by authentic community. And we've spoken about a couple of things regarding the healing aspects when we're feeling lousy and we're not really wanting to go out. And I think we've all had that experience where, you know, you really don't have the impetus to go out, and then a bunch of friends come by and they lift up your spirits, or you have no choice but to go out because you have to get food for the animals. And the cashier really, you know, she smiles or he smiles at you in a very loving way, and all of a sudden you feel a little bit better. So most of us have that familiarity. Another thing that community brings, which is also healing, is the opportunity to be able to follow one's authentic desires, one's personal legend, or raison d'être, or the reason that you are here, your life's purpose.
The reason. Ooh, the reason. So many reasons. Ooh, sorry. That's just a whole thing all onto itself, you know? I'm just saying. And
did you want to say anything about what I just actually said as opposed to making fun of me?
No, you can go on.
So, when you allow yourself to open to larger groups of individuals, to get to know more people and to actively participate in a community, to invest one's time and energy and self in creating bonds within a community, you're also getting to know other people who come from all different walks of life, mm-hmm. who all have their own stories, their own resources, their own abilities, their own tools. And what you find when you become part of a community, number one, most people who are attracted to one another have somewhat of some similarity, let's say, whether it be a similar mindset, similar motivation, similar life purposes, and
similar background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good one.
That's a good
well
one.
Done. Oh, look, my name is Aline. Sorry. So, similar background. Did you get that?
Yeah, I did. I got that. Okay. Did you guys get that?
Well, they did now. So, when you are coming together with members of this world into a community, which by virtue of the fact that you're meeting people from anywhere in this world and coming together, there is some commonality. You start sharing, you start realizing that where there are similar goals, you're able to assist each other to actually manifest, materialize those goals into physical reality in a much easier, more expedient manner than you may have otherwise been able to do on your own.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's key that without each other, without people, we would not be fulfilling or being or doing anything that we would like to be doing or being. Period.
Right.
We cannot exist on this world just on your own. You require somebody else. You require the people. You require interactions. You require for you yourself to be useful, or useful. Pretty much being a an actual participant of this world, of your own life, of your own life.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually selfish. It's
In the most divine
yes.
manner possible, because in reality, being selfish in the most divine manner possible is each of our personal legends. It's for each of us to be as divinely selfish as we can, because when we are loving ourselves and we are doing the best that we can do for ourselves, we are actually doing the best that we can do for everyone else.
Exactly.
Because right? You're being the you that you love yourself to be.
Mm-hmm.
You are providing the best of you that you have to provide, and therefore everyone else benefits, because to whom are you providing this but to everyone else?
Exactly. But that's exactly it. How are you being you without the other, without someone else?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't really fully be you.
Right.
Until you're out there and interacting and being with other people in full, authentically, because then your own authenticity is not given or provided the opportunity to be. Right. So like in sharing, I can't exist in this world, and I can't really be me if I didn't have other people, because the other people sort of also shape me. Also shape me who I am, because it's the practice.
Okay,
of you.
so let me ask you a question then. What do you say to the man or the woman who is watching us right now, mm-hmm. from their home, mm-hmm. on their computer, which is also their workstation, because they work from their computer, mm-hmm. and they essentially, their life is their computer.
Okay.
So they never leave. They never leave home. They never leave their computer. So they're not interacting as much with other people. Reliant on other people, obviously, because whatever their work is, they need to be providing a product or service to others. But with respect to what you're saying, like, they are existing.
Well, your personality is not being. When you're not interacting, right? When you're not interacting and you're not interacting with your experiences, sharing, taking, and giving, then your whole beingness is not getting that practice of actually being. Does that make any sense? Am I making any sense?
So it's not giving you the opportunity to explore the infinite depths
of yourself,
who you are.
Exactly. She got it.
Every once in a while, you know.
You get to know who you are when you are sharing with other people. You get to know more of the things that you are, even things that you didn't even realize that you're capable of. You get to discover a whole world, a universe of yourself that you never knew is
Indeed.
Really even there if it was not being interacted through and sharing with a community, with people, with friends, with family, with just interactions in and of itself. And obviously, authentic sharing, an authentic community, an authentic relation is the most of the gifts that you can give to yourself.
Well, what can be more healing?
Yeah.
What can be more medicinal? What can be more uplifting, transcendental than the ability to love yourself even more? The ability to see even more of you that you're wanting to love.
So you see, again, it goes right back to you again. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about me. It's all about the self.
And
period.
Having the mirrored reflection of multitudes of others whom you feel the safety to actually look and see yourself through these people, through these individuals, and to see aspects of you that you may not have seen before, and to be able to expand in the love and appreciation that you have for yourself, which automatically, and the reason why being selfish or having a propensity towards wanting to ensure that you are self-loving is that the more that you are self-loving, the more that you are recognizing how much of you there is to love, the more that you are loving life, itself, the more honor and, excuse me while I very quietly smack her under the camera.
Well, it was a good one.
You have a greater appreciation for life itself.
Mm-hmm.
You have a greater understanding and awe for the infinite gifts that life has available to you. And therefore, as a result of that, you're that much more motivated because you're that much more inspired. And therefore, you are now producing that much more that you are sharing. And now you are giving that much more of that which is you, that you came here in the first place to be you, to share with everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. It does. It keeps on giving. We're going to take another 1 minute break and we'll be right back.
Right back. I bet you're wondering what happened during that break. Huh?
Yes, we have.
Sorry.
Perhaps you would like to go at it because obviously my
No, please.
We do our show completely for free, as we would like to, as we also like to give. The same way as we like to share the love, we also like to provide, and we'd like to be a part of and share our experiences with you all, to all the people that we don't know personally yet, watching from
and
across
all those
the ocean,
that we do,
and all that we do, and in doing so, we also have means of, we also say, to share the show with everyone that you know. And another ways that you can also share and you can show your love is also to donate. And as you can see in the screen before, we had a ways that you can donate to our show, that we can keep it going. Because we do keep it going on our own, and with your assistance, then we will
keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on going.
Yes, spreading the love and doing the best that we can do to be the we that we love ourselves to be.
Yeah.
And reaching out to as many people as possible to let them know that they are worthy and they are deserving of being who they love themselves to be. So your donations, sharing the show, your support, assist not just this show, but all of the individuals who watch the show and benefit from the gifts of love that are shared through the show. So we thank you very much in advance for sharing and donating. And of course, for those who are interested in taking your donation to the next level, we do have commercials that are available, as well as sponsoring shows that are available. So if you are interested, you can get in touch with us through beinglove@oneisall.com, and we would just ask that you write whether it's sponsorship opportunity or advertising opportunity on Being Love TV
opportunity.
I didn't even get to that
yet.
And of course, we love to hear from you. We love to hear your suggestions. We love to receive suggestions from you. So if you have suggestions for show ideas or subjects that you would like to hear us go tete-a-tete about and have our souls talk about the brain of the issue here on Souls Talking Brain, or if there is a guest or you yourself would like to be a guest on our show, then again, that is the address
Yes.
over there that you can get a hold of us. And we would just ask you again in the subject line to write guest opportunity on Being Love TV or show idea, so on and so forth.
And actually, another ways you can go if you are if you go to our YouTube channel.
YouTube. That's falling asleep.
Yeah. You'll be able to see all of our previous shows. It's all recorded. Everything gets recorded and we upload it to YouTube as well as here on Ustream.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Most of them, yes. And you'll be able to get an idea of the other different types of shows that we do. So you'll see that we have other guests that we have, whether it's somebody, they're always quite remarkable, wonderful people that we always like to...
we get good guests.
Yeah, we get, we like to talk to that whether they have had the experience, their life, their inspiration. It's always, 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 always inspirational. It is, at the end of the day, about loving self.
Being love.
Oh, I think, maybe, possibly, are we good? I don't know if we're still on. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
Huh? No, we're still... Oh. Okay.